Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys having a great day. Now, today we're just going to talk about AI in the IT and cybersecurity field. Now, don't look at AI as the enemy. In the end of the day, I can see where a lot of people are worried because now it's like, what is going to happen to jobs? What is going to happen to my position? You know, but I look at AI as an assistant, right? And that's how everyone should look at AI as, right? It doesn't matter what platform or what job you're using AI for, you're going to need that human element to double check the work, because you got to remember these platforms, these different technologies are programmed by humans using a specific amount of knowledge that we have. So whatever knowledge we have, we put into it, right? Humans created all these things. Now, of course, we have machine learning and all that extra stuff, but still humans created this, right? And these things are susceptible to mistakes. Okay? So always remember that there's a human element that is still needed to make sure that all these things are running how it needs to. If everyone quits their job and just let AI run it, we are going to have an issue. You know, on the cybersecurity side of things, I help the cybersecurity team and my job and stuff. And, you know, we still have to go through different logs just to double check and make sure these alerts are not false positives and they are actually true positives, right? That we're not wasting our time putting our efforts and resources into something that got picked up and the AI element said this is what this is, and that's not what it is. It's just an assistant. AI helps with getting the things done. You got now we have generative AI, we have agentic AI, all these different technologies and models and stuff out here, right? But in the end of the day, the human element is still needed, right? We have to double check, have to make sure that these things are working how it needs to be working. The human element is going to be hard to replace, you know? And to be honest with you, I really like AI. I like ChatGPT. I like all those things. I want to start getting more into AI as it pertains to information technology and cybersecurity and stuff, because this is what I work in. This is my life. This is going to be my life. And as the years go by, of course, AI is going to get more advanced and everything, but of course, we're going to get more advanced, right? And I do think that using all resources to your disposal is one of the best things to do. Instead of looking at it from a bad standpoint, really sit down and understand it. And time is money. So think about something that used to take you 8 hours to do, now only taking you 2 hours, because now you have that AI assistant to help you to go through these things and double check these things and create these things. You can create something and put it into one of these AI platforms to double check and make sure that you worded everything right or you spelt everything right, without you having to go through the hundreds of pages that you did. So if you think about it positively, you got to remember our time is very valuable. Time is something that you cannot get back. Okay? I know a lot of you guys out here feel like you're on a hamster wheel at work. You wake up, you get ready for work, you go back home tired. By the time you check the time, you barely have any time to spend time with your family and with your own self. You got to go to sleep to go right back to work. So now imagine that you have a tool to help you save that time, and cherish that time and get that time back to be able to have time for yourself, have time for your health, have time for your family, you know? And that's the reason why I won't even lie to you. I'm all for AI. Like, bring it on. Like, if we could save time instead of getting stuck on that hamster wheel of trying to do everything manually by ourselves and spending hours and hours and hours and hours until the day you die, you know, when we create an assistant that can help us to make sure that these tasks are done how they need to be done. Of course, we're going to be the human element there to make sure we do what we got to do and do the things that the AI cannot do and double check the AI work. But the AI is there to help things be more precise, be more consistent, be more faster, you know. And when I say be more faster, I'm not talking about by a little, it's by a lot, you know. AI change timing. Like, that's the part that I'm very excited for. It's just the timing part to me is just so crazy to see things that took so long to be done now only taking an hour, 2 hours, 5 minutes, you know, and it's being done properly. It's being done. I'm telling you, with AI, if you know how to use it and you know what kind of information to feed it, it's going to work how you need it to work. All right. Don't be afraid of it. Understand that AI is just your assistant. Okay. I've said this in another video as well. And I'm trying to reiterate it to people so they understand and realize, like, hey, AI is just an assistant. And the human element, as long as you're good at your job, you ain't got nothing to worry about losing no job and things of that nature. Because if you're the best in your field, in your company, where you going? You know, they still gonna need you to make sure things running how it need to be running. You know, so yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in, and remember, you can't get your time back, so cherish every second of it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.